Alright, today we're going to do another Game Day glitter, but I'm going to do a wing-tipped eyeliner with a little blue glitter and then a little accent silver glitter in some key areas on my eyelashes so it draws attention to the eye and people want to get closer to your eye. So, alright, first what I do with a wing-tipped, I want to make sure it's symmetrical. That's a key. You know, I think we probably all know that a little bit. I go with my nose to the end of my eyebrow, but I'm not going to go very high. I'm not going to wear false lashes or anything today. So I typically don't go too crazy when I'm not going to wear false eyelashes. I like to just mark it, kind of like where it should go. And my pencil is I just sharpened it because you want a fine point. If you use it once or twice, it gets dull pretty quick. Alright, so I just kind of marked it a little bit and I'm trying to see if it's symmetrical. Kind of like when you get your ears pierced, they put the little marks on your eyes to make sure. I think that looks symmetrical. Okay, and then I'm going to go from the dot, from my mark, to the center of my eye and try and go in one swoop, if possible. Okay? And see how I kind of laid the pencil flat and went in one smooth motion. It's kind of the key. Again, from the mark to the center of my eye. Okay, and it's okay if it gets a little crusty looking because I'm going to go back over it. Okay, so now I should have pretty symmetrical shape. Looks symmetrical to me. Okay. So I'll go back in and just fill it in. Okay, and I bring this over a little bit more. But I don't want to go too far over. I'm going to take my brush and smooth it down because if I take my pencil, then all of a sudden I'm at weird angles and it gets all smudged. So with this eye, same thing, I'll just fill it in. You're gonna hear my dogs barking. If I don't give them attention, then they ask for it. Okay, see that? Now I can tell I already got it a little off, but bring it down a little bit on this side. Okay, and then bring this again over a little bit. You can see where it's smudged, but that's okay because we're gonna get our little Q-tip and clean it up before we use our brush. If we have excess when we're trying to use the brush to smooth it out, then it's gonna get messy quick here. And this doesn't necessarily have to be perfect on the wingtips because again with the brush you can kind of fuzz it out, if that's a word, fuzz in this context. I don't know, we're making it up. Okay, next I'm gonna get a palette of colors. It's a brand new palette because I saw really pretty blues in here. It's a Lancome blue hypnotic palette. I love Lancome. Alright, there's like a dark matte black in here and I'm just gonna go over the eyeliner to kind of set it, and I'm using an angled brush. So the tip of the angled brush, I'm gonna come here in the corner and just kind of smudge it in my eyelash line. I'm gonna try to bring it on the inside of my eyelash as I get closer to the corner of my eye. Okay, and on the next side I'm gonna do the same thing. You're setting the eyeliner a little bit because makeup likes to be dry. Makeup does not like to be wet. And once you set it with a powder, And if you do get wet, it still kind of stays in place. It almost glues it down. Alright, and I'm still kind of smudging. Coming on the inside again. So really, I mean, the key to doing it is just making sure you get your dots or your guide lined up first, and then, you know, get courageous and just swoop where you want it to go, and then you just fill in the rest. It doesn't have to be like symmetrical the first time, but you do kind of have to make sure that you have a good guide in place. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more black. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this black because I'm also gonna put some glitter on top. So I just want to build a good foundation of the black. Okay, next we're going to use our trusty liquid sugar. This is what we're going to stick the glitter on with. I'm going to use the same angled brush because I still want to be kind of precise with this application. I'm going to dip it in the liquid sugar and then just kind of put it right on top of the black that I just applied. Okay. Then I'm gonna get another dry brush. This is just a flat brush. Since I normally put glitter on with my finger, but since I'm kind of doing precision work, I'll use a thin brush. And I'm just gonna dab it on. And I'll show you what I'm using in a second. I didn't want the liquid sugar to dry, so I kind of brushed it. So I'm using blue because I'm a Florida Gator. But you could use any color really. A darker color would look best over the black and kind of keep the wingtip concept with being like dark liner. Okay, see, I didn't go crazy with it, but just enough. I'll do the other side. Just a little liquid sugar. I'm not really packing the glitter in there. I want it to be more of an accent. Kind of from a distance, people will look and kind of take a second glance. You know, like, what has she got on her eyes? She got glitter on her eyes? What's going on there? I see something sparkly, and kind of piques their interest. And that's what we're trying to do. Entice them in closer. And I'm just dabbing it. I'm dabbing it instead of wiping it because first I want to smash the glitter down so it sticks. And I don't want to mess up the black underneath. Need a little bit more liquid sugar here. And I don't mix the liquid sugar with the glitter beforehand. I mean, you can. I think that's what they'll tell you to do. Because I actually discovered this at the Orlando like hair fair or whatever they call it. I need to probably get that name down, but they told you to mix it beforehand and just put it on, but I don't really like doing that. That's just a preference. I feel like I don't have to use as much glitter. I can just use just enough to stick it to the surface. Okay, so now the blue glitter is on, and see it's like, again, it's just enough to give a little interest to the eye. Okay, and then nothing too complicated after that. What I'm gonna do is just apply mascara. For mascara, I use, oh, first let me show you this glitter because I never did that. I'm using a just regular kind of art craft glitter. Let's see if we can focus on that. Maybe. Wants to. Anyway, it's a just extra fine glitter. Nothing fancy. Holographic dark blue is what I used. Okay, and then for mascara, I like Maneater. I've tried a bunch of different mascaras and this one's working for me right now. Okay, I'm just gonna apply to the bottom lashes first. Now I'm gonna show you kind of something I tend to do if I'm, again, trying to pique somebody's interest, or anybody's interest. Like, I like when your makeup from a distance encourages people to get closer to you. While my mascara is still wet, I've got some silver glitter, that same brand, and I've got it on a tiny little brush, and I'm just gonna try to keep a little strand. This is doesn't really look like it's gonna do much when you first apply it. But again, it's just kind of those little details that when people get closer to you, they're curious about it. I don't know. Let's see if I can try to focus on it. See just the little shimmer effect right there? Okay. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. You can do this in any color, preferably a lighter color that reflects the light more. And again, I'm just pretty much going on one or two little lashes, trying to stick it to the mascara while it's still wet. Can you see it? A touch more. I was overly optimistic that I wouldn't need to put that much on my brush. Okay, now for my top lashes, I'm gonna do what I do a lot. When I have my mascara, I like get my brush way along on the sides, and I get a clump of mascara at the end of the brush. When my mascara is running low, which looks like it is, my clump of mascara is a lot less than normal, but you cannot see that at all. It's not autofocusing for some reason, but anyway, there is a clump, trust me. I'm gonna smash that clump into my top lashes and apply a ton of mascara. And then brush it out. Since if I'm doing a thick eyeliner like this, I just go to town on the mascara because it almost balances the eyeliner out. Don't want a super, well, I don't want a super thick thing of eyeliner and then some dinky mascara on. I want some heavy duty mascara. Okay, and then what I'm doing now, I'm taking the tip of the brush and really trying to fan out the lashes toward the end. Yes, and it's clumpy. Okay, and again, while the mascara is wet, I'm just going to go in with a little brush. I'm just going to do a little tiny bit on this underneath. I'm not even going to go all the way out to the lash because I want it to be black all the way to the end. Again, it's like, what's going on with her eye makeup? I need to get closer to look at it. That's what I'm going for. Alright, the next eye, get a clump. Stab yourself in the eye like I just did. And then fan it out. I kind of make sure, like, do I have the same amount of mascara on both eyes? I'm like, yeah, it's good enough. And I make sure I've got plenty on the end again to kind of make it go in the same direction as the wing tip while it's still wet. Just on the inside. If it gets on your lower lashes over here, that's fine too. Okay. The last thing I do is I just get a clean brush and I squinch the brush together and try to get all the excess glitter off. Sorry about my dog. Clean up a little bit so we can get a good shot. Okay, and that's it. Again, the silver is really just to accentuate it, so people really don't know what's going on from a distance, but it looks like you have a little sparkle in your eye. And the wingtip, since you're kind of covering it up with glitter, it doesn't have to be perfect. So it just has to be symmetrical. So if you mess up a little bit, clean it up as best you can, cover it up with glitter, it's like a little camouflage. They're not going to be looking at your wingtips. They're going to be like, what is going on with that glitter? Okay, and then I would do the rest of my face as I would normally. I'm just not going to do that right now. It's early in the morning. Okay, everybody, have a good game. See you later. Thanks for watching.